On this edition of City Focus, we tell you how you can give to the Shop with a Cop and Shop with a Firefighter programs. The city is offering a new loan program geared towards small businesses in Valdosta. The mayor hosts a mock interview with journalism students from Valdosta State University. KOVB hosts its fall electronic recycling event. And we talk with Public Works Superintendent DeMarcus Marshall about city facilities that citizens can use. These stories and more on this edition of City Focus. Welcome to City Focus. I'm Marcus McConico, the media coordinator for the City of Valdosta. City Focus is your source for information for what's taking place within your city government. This is the 21st episode of City Focus in 2016, and here are some of the important topics that are happening in the city. The Valdosta Police Department is asking for the community's help with their Shop with a Cop program.
Well, as you know, that a lot of the times all of our donations are received from the public. These donations are needed to help the kids do the Shop with a Cop program. So if anybody wants to assist with this program, they can either mail a check payable to the City of Valdosta to Valdosta Police Department located at 500 North Toom Street.
The department uses this event to give back to local children, but to also build a better working relationship with the community.
The purpose of the Shop with a Cop program is not just to give kids Christmas toys and gifts. That is a priority. That is something that we want to do. But our main function is try to get a working relationship between the citizens of Valdosta, including its kids, teenagers, and adults. We want to get a good working relationship. If we can do this program, the kids then can know that they can come to any law enforcement officer if they have a problem. This is why we try to get more than just your local police officers there. We're getting people from Lowndes County, Reamson, VSU, Georgia State Patrol, prison system, police officers from Moody Air Force Base. We even have some Secret Service we might have come this year. So we're trying to get all branches of law enforcement, just so the kids can know I can speak with him, I can speak with her if I have this type of problem.
In addition to individual donations, the department will also host a few fundraisers to aid the program.
One of those will be a Boston Bug Sale. You can pass by Valdosta Police Department. I haven't got the date on that just yet, but as soon as I get the date in, we're going to have a Boston Bug Sale. We're going to be selling turkey breast and other type of food items to go towards funding this program.
For more information, contact Officer Vanotis Williams at 229-293-3099. The fire department is also excited for their Shop with a Firefighter program.
It's a program where I really enjoy. Kids, and it will touch your heart that may not have a Christmas, they are able to have Christmas. And when you shop with these kids, they're not looking out for just themselves. They're looking out for other family members and people. But so they have the real spirit of Christmas. So we're trying to make sure that they have a pleasant Christmas.
This year, the department will be in need of more assistance because they will shop with kids that were victims of fire and also kids that were victims of the hurricane that came through Valdosta.
It's for families that's been displaced from fire and also from the storm Hermes that came through. So we're using it for both situations.
And how can residents donate to this worthwhile cause?
The Valdosta Fire Department, they are taking donations. They can be mailed to 106 South Oak Street, Valdosta, Georgia, 31601, and specify what they're for.
For more information, contact the Valdosta Fire Department at 229-333-1836. Journalism students from Valdosta State University met with Mayor John Gale in council chambers for a mock press conference. This is a partnership between the city and the university that happens twice a year and allows students to receive practical experience before going into their chosen profession.
Today I think I got the closest experience to the real life thing of being a journalist. I mean, I plan on being a reporter when I get out of college, maybe even taking on the internship, maybe even here, I'm not sure yet. And I think that this was probably the most official thing I've done since I've been at my university. I think that it's a very good show of inclusion from the city, that they want to hear they want to help us, they want to hear our opinions and hear our questions and help us in our career path.
This is just one of the many educational opportunities that the city provides to local students. The municipal court also hosts mock trial for younger students, and there are opportunities for students of all ages. If you're interested, contact Public Information at 229-259-3548. Members of the Valdosta Fire Department are a part of the Georgia Search and Rescue Team that was recently deployed to Waycross ahead of Hurricane Matthew.
The Georgia Search and Rescue Teams is a Type 3 team, and they specialize in 4 disciplines, one being structural collapse, high angle rescue, confined space rescue, and trench collapse emergencies. So in an incident where we may have storm surges, we may have homes that have been flooded, people trapped in their homes, in instances like that, then our rescue team is deployed. They're trained in a standardized training curriculum where they're trained to not only rescue people but also leave the standardized markings so that other teams can come in behind and that we know what's been searched and how many people we've been able to rescue.
The Valdosta Fire Department is proud to have the GSAR unit housed in Valdosta.
We're very proud in the city of Valdosta to host GSAR Task Force 2. Again, it's made up of 8 different departments, and we come together as one team, and when we're called upon to deploy, there's a sense of pride that comes from our jurisdiction, even southwest corner of Georgia, to be able to go somewhere and help somebody. Well, the team and the equipment is used even locally. So when we have a rescue or an emergency that's within our jurisdiction that may overwhelm some of our local jurisdiction resources, then we also use the GSAR equipment and people.
The team can be deployed to help out with any disaster that may happen in the region.
Well, Georgia has state teams that are ready to deploy within 3 to 4 hours. So without having to wait on a federal team that may be further out, we can deploy our state teams and have them just a few hours out, and you have these resources that most local jurisdictions are not able to afford all the resources and the manpower to be able to handle a big disaster.
For more information on the GSAR team, contact the Valdosta Fire Department at 229-333-1836.
Everything starts out small. The things that hurt us, they all start from somewhere. The words we say, the things we do, they can grow into something else. What was small and innocent can become big and sometimes scary. All it takes is one comment, one picture, one video for something to catch fire. But a big problem doesn't need a big response. Not at first. Even if we don't know what to say, the eye emoji can be that first step we take. Let's all pledge to take that first small step together and change the world in a big way. I'm a witness, and so are you.
Today we have Public Works Superintendent DeMarcus Marshall here, and we're going to talk about some of the city facilities. Welcome, DeMarcus.
Hey, thanks. Thanks for having me, Marcus.
Well, I think the first thing most people think about when we talk about city facilities is Mathis Auditorium. Who uses Mathis, and what type of events are held there?
Well, Mathis Auditorium is used by an array of people, whether it be from local to statewide entertainment. But I would say that it is primarily used by those in our local community. It is more of a personal type of entertainment center that provides a way for those who want to do things such as dances, balls, or what have you. But you also have the auditorium side, which many acts and plays take place throughout the year. But it is a community type of facility.
Okay. And if I'm a citizen and I need to use Mathis for my event, what do I need to do?
I would start by talking to the auditorium coordinator, who will let you know the schedule that we have at Mathis. You can see some of the acts that are available on Facebook or via the city's website, but we're constantly soliciting individuals as well, so don't be surprised if you receive a call that, hey, we'd like to have a city-sponsored event, and could you or would you be interested in participating?
Okay. Now, other than Mathis, what other facilities or areas are you in charge of that people can take advantage of?
Well, as you know, I'm responsible for the City Hall, City Annex maintenance and so forth, but also Sunset Cemetery, the Binion property, also 5 Points. And many citizens don't know that the city owns the Georgia Department of Labor. But going back to the 5 Points Center, there are a lot of rental spaces out there available for any citizen that wants to go into business. It's a very nice location, and we're constantly looking for anyone that wants to better themselves as well. So.
Okay, so 5 Points is available, or at least there are spaces there that citizens or anybody who wants to start a business can come in and use.
Yes, yes, they are available.
Now, you're responsible for the outside of the building, the aesthetics portion. I know you got a big project working on behind City Hall right now. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
Well, City Hall has been a great project. When I first took over facilities, I looked at it, evaluated, and I just noticed that it looked at the same as it has looked in the past, and it was just time for some new ideas, removing some plants, adding some things, and overall just moving up to 2016. We still have some more work to do in the other side of the facility, which is planned for the spring because the fall is already on us, so what have you. But do be looking for new and exciting type of plant displays or what have you around City Hall, because it's my view that City Hall is like the White House of Valdosta. So I want to try to make it look that way.
Okay. And any other projects you got going on with facilities?
As you know, we recently did a little special on the slave memorial that is out there at Sunset Cemetery. We're hoping that citizens become more engaged and look at it because we have a lot of history out there and a lot of citizens don't know. Like yesterday, I really had a good time speaking with Reverend Wade, understanding the history, all those slaves that were out there and what it took to get that facility in place. And so we're going to do everything we can to help beautify the area because it's my understanding it's about 500 slaves in that particular area.
Okay. Well, DeMarcus, we want to thank you for joining us. We've learned a lot about the facilities, what are available for citizens to visit or either use on their own events. Thank you for coming in. We appreciate it, and we'll be back here on City Focus.
Thank you.
We'd do anything for kids. Yet 1 in 5 children in the U.S. struggle with hunger. Help end childhood hunger near you. Learn how at feedingamerica.org.
Photos of the Unknown Slaves Memorial in Sunset Hill Cemetery will soon be seen at the National Museum of African American History and Culture in Washington, D.C. Reverend Willie Wade was an important person in making the memorial happen.
about Doc Holliday and the slaves and other people was buried here. So I jumped in my car and I said, well, I'm gonna go out there and see the superintendent, Mr. Nelson. And I arrived out there and I contacted Mr. Nelson. He said, come on, Reverend Wade, I'll take you down there where the slaves are buried. About 500 are buried over in this section here.
Wade initiated the original fundraiser to allow the monument to be built.
So I said, well, maybe I could look forward with some funds that we could put a little monument here. Not thinking about it would be this blessing here. I thought it was a little small. I was thinking small, but God was thinking large.
Wade is proud that everyone that visits the National Museum will also have the opportunity to see a little Valdosta history.
Working with Larry and Dean Poland and Dr. Hardy and the cemetery staff and the workers that was able to help me and my little small donation people out there and who I admire, but it's just promised land for me, so I can rejoice.
If you would like to see the Slaves Memorial, visit Sunset Hill Cemetery during its operating hours. Recently, the Public Works Department received an appreciation lunch from Park Avenue Methodist Church for all the hard work the department put in cleaning up the city after Hurricane Hermine. The group was very thankful for the community appreciating the job that they do.
They're throwing us a little event, showing us appreciation for what we do, our hard work. It makes us feel real good, that there's out people that care about us, every single day for what we do. I mean, it is dangerous, hard work, but it makes us feel real good.
If you see these hard-working men and women out on their route, thank them for the work that they put in each and every day. Daylight saving times ends at 2 a.m. on Sunday, November 6th. The Valdosta Fire Department wants to remind everyone that this is also the perfect time to check the batteries in your smoke detectors. Many insurance companies also recommend changing your batteries when you spring forward or fall back. This is just a good way to make sure that you have a working smoke detector to keep your family safe. So remember, change your clock, change your batteries. The Small Business Seeds Loan Program will now be offering 2 different loans using funding from the Community Development Block Grant. The program is designed to help small businesses in the city of Valdosta. One of the requirements for applicants is that the business must create or retain at least one position that will benefit low to moderate income persons. The loan can be used to purchase equipment, supplies, real estate, capital improvements, easements, startup operation costs, or advertisement. For more information on the program or to pick up an application, call the Neighborhood Development Division at 229-671-3617.
From now until November 4th, the City of Valdosta will be conducting a survey that explores housing, neighborhood, and transportation preferences. Those who work at the city's top 5 employers are encouraged to participate. Those employers are South Georgia Medical Center, Valdosta State University, Lowndes County Schools, Valdosta City Schools, and Regional Distribution Center. The purpose of the questions is to help the city collect information about why people choose to live inside or outside the city limits, and other helpful community data. No personal information will be solicited. To participate in the survey, visit www.valdostacity.com or contact the Neighborhood Development Division at 229-671-3617. The Mayor's Council for Persons with Disabilities 21st Annual Awards and Recognition Banquet took place on October 11th. The event was held at Valdosta State University. The banquet is a celebration of exceptional people, organizations, and businesses that are committed to improving the quality of life for those citizens with disabilities. Among those recognized were Darren Williams of the Valdosta Fire Department as Employee of the Year for helping to build a handicap ramp at the Fire Department's Training Center, and the city's Public Works Department as Service of the Year for their backdoor service program. The program picks up trash of those individuals that are unable to take their trash to the curb. There were also awards given for Business of the Year, Outstanding Service Award, and the essay contest winner was also announced. Metro 17 congratulates all of this year's winners.
Citizens have until November 2nd at 5 p.m. to apply for one of the 12 appointments to serve the community on a board, commission, authority, or advisory committee. The appointments are Central Valdosta Development Authority, Downtown Development Authority, 3 appointments. Lowndes County Board of Health, 1 appointment. Metropolitan Planning Organization Citizens Advisory Committee, 1 appointment. Valdosta Historic Preservation Commission, 1 appointment. Valdosta Housing Authority, 1 appointment, to be appointed by the mayor. Valdosta Housing Board of Adjustments and Appeals, 2 appointments. Valdosta Lowndes County Conference Center and Tourism Authority, 1 at-large appointment. Valdosta Lowndes County Development Authority, 1 appointment. Valdosta Lowndes County Land Bank Authority, 1 appointment, to be appointed by the mayor. Announcement of appointed individuals will be made at the November 10th City Council meeting. For more information, contact Valdosta City Clerk Teresa Bolin at 229-259-3503. It's election season. Not only are we going to be electing a president, but we also have state and local elections. Make sure that you do your research on all of the candidates so you can choose who to vote for. The state and local elections are very important in deciding how our state and community is run. Metro 17 encourages everyone to use their constitutional right to get out and vote. Early voting has started and Election Day is November 8th. This year's Fall Electronic Recycling event will be held November 12th from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. at Mathis Auditorium. The City of Valdosta partners with KOVB and Atlanta Recycling Solutions, giving residents the opportunity to properly dispose of laptops, printers, cell phones, stereos, DVD players, and more. Residents will not only benefit from cleaning out their homes by using this service, but it can also keep our local waterways clean. The Stormwater Division encourages citizens to take advantage of this event as well as past events like Make a Difference Day and Bulk Trash Amnesty Day in order to beautify our community and not pollute our local streams, ponds, and rivers. To volunteer for this event, contact KLVB at 229-671-3698. The deadline to apply for a float in this year's Greater Valdosta Community Christmas Parade is fast approaching. November 28th is the last day to turn in your application if you or your organization is planning to participate in the 2016 parade. Late fees for application is $25 for those received after November 28th. Applications may be mailed to the Asepi Temple number 65 P.O. Box 1943 Valdosta, Georgia 31603, or placed in the drop box outside the Main Street office in the City Hall Annex. For more information, contact Robert Cosby at 229-269-1681. Metro 17 encourages our citizens to look for ways to honor our veterans this Veterans Day. There are multiple ways to show support and respect for our local veterans other than attending the Veterans Day event on November 11th. Citizens can honor their vets by simply thanking them for their service, stopping and conversing with them, or through thank you letters. Other ways include research credible programs to donate to, talk to a veteran and ask about their service, visit a veteran or VA hospital or retirement home, wear a yellow ribbon or tie one around a tree in support of our troops, fly the flag correctly, and volunteer and help a veteran and their family. Now let's take a look at what's taking place in the city in the coming weeks. October 24th, Community Development Block Grant Citizen Advisory Committee, 5:30 in the City Hall Annex Multipurpose Room. October 24th, Greater Lowndes Planning Commission meeting, 5:30 at the South Health District Administrative Office. October 26th, Historic Preservation Commission Work Session, 5:30 in the City Hall Annex Multipurpose Room. October 31st, Halloween. Trick-or-treat activities begin at 6 p.m. October 24th, Greater Lowndes Planning Commission, 5:30 at the South Health District Administrative Office. announcements. October 26th, Historic Preservation Commission Work Session, 5:30 in the City Hall Annex Multipurpose Room. October 31st, Halloween trick-or-treat activities begin at 6 p.m. in the City of Valdosta. November 1st, Valdosta Lowndes County Zoning Board of Appeals, 2:30 in the City Hall Annex Multipurpose Room. November 4th, First Friday, come enjoy shopping and dining in downtown Valdosta beginning at 6:30. November 5th, Citizens Response to Active Shooter event, 10 a.m. at Morningside Baptist Church. Contact Lowndes County Emergency Management for more information at 229-671-2790. November 6th, set your clocks an hour back and remember to check your batteries and your smoke detectors. November 7th, Historic Preservation Commission meeting, 5:30 in the City Hall Annex Multipurpose Room. To stay informed of what's happening in the city, sign up for the weekly e-news blast at valdostacity.com/public-information or call Public Information Officer Samantha Matthews at 229-259-3548. The city offers many educational opportunities for citizens of all ages to learn more about local government. Municipal Court hosts a mock trial program for young students. The fire department has junior fire marshals, and we have several adult programs that we have shown here on Metro 17. If you are a local teacher and have a class that can benefit from learning about local government, contact Public Information at 229-259-3548. This concludes another edition of City Focus. Be sure to visit our website at valdostacity.com. Like us on Facebook, Valdosta City Without Limits. Also like our Valdosta Youth Council page. Follow us on Twitter at City of Valdosta and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Metro 17 Valdosta, to watch City Focus on demand. And help your local government by downloading the Valdosta Click and Fix app to your mobile device. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time here on City Focus.